Welcome back to another episode of Grizzly True Crime. My name is Gisela K, and today we're quickly going to be looking at this video that the Chester County District Attorney's Office has just released after the press conference that we just watched together. If you're one of those people that's pressed for time and you haven't been watching the live streams, I'll give you a quick recap in this video, but please know that all the live streams are time-stamped for you, which means you don't have to watch 7 hours of stuff or 2 hours of anything. You can literally just look at the timestamps in the pinned comments or the description box and or hover over the video, skip to what you want to see. If you just quickly want to see the press conference that we were all watching together, just click on that timestamp and it'll take you straight there. But basically, a 34-year-old man, Danelo Cavalcante, escaped from the Chester County Prison in Pennsylvania on August 31st of 2023, just before 9 o'clock in the morning. We're going to watch how he did it. He did it exactly how an inmate did it in May of 2023. So this would be the second time from the same prison that someone has escaped in the same way. They said today in the press conference that this time, though, they had added barbed wire, so this guy would have had to get through that. Anyway, so this guy, if you don't know anything about him yet, is wanted for murder in Brazil for a murder that he committed in 2017. And then in April of 2021, he murdered his ex-girlfriend, Deborah Brando, in front of her children. A 7-year-old girl and 4-year-old boy. They were all outside getting ready to barbecue. There was a lot of DV in their history, and he obviously was wanted for murder. And he was hacking into Deborah's Instagram account, and when she found out, she said to him, "Stop spying on me, leave me alone." They'd already broken up, and he was one of those coercive controllers, stalkers, harassers, and DV aggressors who just would not let her go. So he murdered her because she had knowledge of him being wanted for murder in Brazil, and because the relationship was over. So that happened in April of 2021. Then he tried to escape then and was arrested in Virginia, and a state trooper caught him there. So he's eluded law enforcement a few times. This would actually be the third time from what we know of. There's Brazil, then running to and being arrested in Virginia after he had murdered Deborah. And then he spent all this time until his trial in the Chester County Prison. And guess what? He was found guilty unanimously by a jury of Deborah's murder, and then he was sentenced on August 22nd of 2023. August 31st, escaped the prison. So we'll watch that, right? There's now a $20,000 reward. If there's any information that you may have, or if you see him and you call it in and they capture him, they say the reward total is now $20,000 coming from various places. So it's $10,000 that was combined, and today they say Crime Stoppers is adding another $10,000. I've added all the tip lines and everything in the description box for you, but this man is extremely dangerous. At the time of this recording, which is on September 6th of 2023, we just watched the 6th press conference they've had. We've watched all the press conferences together on the first episode I did of this case. It's all on the playlist for you. We went through those first 4. So now they had another press conference, and they've had at least 5 credible sightings of him in a very small area, which is only about 2 miles from the prison. And they believe he's still in that area, although he's moving all around it. So at the time of this recording, he has been on the run for 7 days. And man, they've got all the equipment necessary to catch him. It's just such a heavily wooded area, and he's quite a small dude, and he's managed to escape them every single time. He's managed to stay undetected, even though sometimes residents have spotted him. He's been spotted on deer cam. We looked at that as well, so please do check out the episodes and the timestamps to see that. They know where he is a lot of the times, and they zone in on those areas, but then they just can't catch him. So please continue to share the flyer. You just never know where he would head next. They say they believe he wants to head south. Today, I speculated he could also head northward because he has family and associates, which could be gang associates, in the Phoenixville area and King of Prussia area. So there's that as well. So please continue to share the flyer. I think the more people that know in that area, the better. Even in Delaware, in Philadelphia, and all over the place. Okay, so now we're going to be looking at this video. I would love to see your comments and ideas below. Like, what the hell do you think is going on here? Look at him. He's definitely got something in the back there. So right now, the description is that he's still, they say his appearance is unchanged. He's still got the black shaggy hair, wearing a white t-shirt. At some point they said had shorts on. Now he's also got a backpack and some type of like it looks like a sleeping bag to me, but like a duffel bag type thing. He's broken into a home and stolen apples, peaches, and snap peas. Interesting choices. Hydrating, yes. Not that much energy that can last a long time. But wow, look at him. It looks to me like, yeah, this was very premeditated. He was prepared for this. So we don't know what else he prepared on the outside or why he's staying in that area. Yes, the police have surrounded him, but he managed to slip through their perimeter that they had secured, and that was just the other night. I think it was on September 5th or 6th. I think it was the 5th when he actually managed to slip through their entire police task force perimeter and head south and was seen on deer cam there. So I wonder if he's hanging out in the area, if someone's going to pick him up, or if he's got contact with anyone, or what his plan really is. Either way, the police are working hard to catch him, so please keep sharing it, because you just don't know if someone doesn't know about this and they spot him on the side of the road and think, shame, let me help him quickly. We don't want that. Okay, so let's have a look at this video here and see how he does this. This takes all of 12 seconds from now for him to do this. They say that at the prison there was someone in the tower, but that's now a criminal investigation of how this really happened. How did the people who were monitoring the cameras miss it? We could say, well, it happened within 11 seconds. Sure. Did the person that you'll see on screen shortly maybe distract the person in the tower? I don't know. I don't know what went on here. Let me just make sure it's nice and big so you can see everything, okay? We're going to make sure that this is full size for you. There we go. Okay, so you can see there's the shadow of a man standing in the corner there. A basketball game was going on when this happened. Same as when the other guy escaped. Okay, the other guy they caught again very quickly. This guy's been on the run for 7 days. Okay, so here we go. Let's play this. So see this, I think this guy is the lookout. It's also interesting that Danelo Cavalcante has no visible tattoos, even though they say he was in a gang. Whereas look at this guy. He's got a lot of tattoos and everything. I think he was a bit of a lookout. Here you can see, I don't know if that's a broken camera or what's going on here. What do you think this is? And he looks through the door here as well, just to check that there's no one there, so that there should also be security here, I would assume, right? Okay, so continuing on, look what he does now. Okay. Man, the architecture is just perfect for that, isn't it? Still got to be strong, still got to be agile, but what? And then the other guy runs off, probably to go play basketball again. So that's the footage we have. Okay, let's just see. I just want to go back here to the beginning. Sure. Look at this guy. He's a risk taker. We've gone over a lot of information that I'm sure you'll find interesting in some of those live stream replays if you do want to check it out. So yeah, it's like cushioning or a bag or what? What's in there? And his shoulders, I mean, he's trying to look pretty relaxed, I think, and off he goes. He just looks like a naughty child here. Look there, walk in, another step, look back, okay? Still looking back, checking everything. Alright, this guy enters the frame. Now he's looking through the door. Look, he makes sure that there's no one there. Into the corner he goes. Whoa. And remember, when Bolt escaped, he was caught again. So he probably told them all about it. It was probably a talk, you know, between inmates. Like inmate gossip time. Like, how did you do it? There's a vulnerability here. And adding the barbed wire did not work out. And even worse, that whoever was in the tower did not really monitor this, which is now a criminal investigation. And off he goes. Amazing that he could do this as well. I wonder how the other guy looked doing it, or what his height was. That Bolt guy. What was his height? Because this guy's 5 foot. So he's actually the perfect height for this. Look at him. He fits perfectly in there. Look at that. Oh my word. If anyone was going to escape there and fit perfectly there, it's him. It's him. And I mean, are they normally dressed like that? They say it's prison issued pants and a shirt, but it's very casual for someone who's just been sentenced to life without parole. Now, you might also ask, why is he in this prison then? It's actually a jail. It's Chester County Prison, but it's a jail. Why was he not transferred yet? Why was he still in the place that he knew so well? Well, because there was 30 days that was applied in order for his attorneys to file an appeal to indicate if they were going to or not. So really, he should have been transferred immediately. But anyway, there he was, and he'd obviously figured a lot of the stuff out. And as I say, in May, someone else escaped too, the same way. So there he goes. Look at him go. Okay, there's other people there in that yard, as you can see. This guy, he definitely looks like the lookout to me. But okay. And you never know. If he's a former gang member, I mean, maybe some of the people, of course, in this prison are part of the same gang, or were part of the same gang, or know people on the outside. You just don't know. And yeah, that was it. Off he goes. And off runs the other guy to go play basketball. Sure, it's so hectic. Don't know what's on the ground here. It's just stuff that seems to just be on the ground at all times. Wow, so let's hope no one else escapes. But that is the video. There's actually so much that I that I could say and share and show you, but we've gone over so much of it in those live streams. Let me just show you something quickly if I could. So let's take this off here so that you can just see some of the footage that we've been looking at. This is from a deer cam. He was actually walking northward towards the perimeter that they'd sealed off and then turned around. So you obviously saw all the lights and everything and turned around again and headed south. I'm going to show you the map in a moment. This is the other inmate that escaped in May. And one of my subscribers, one of the Grizzlies, sent me this because they actually saw this on the ring cam, like, damn, there's an inmate in our backyard, and they called it in and they came to get him. So it's very important that locals know what's happening, like with Danelo Cavalcante being out and about. Everybody in this area needs to know. I mean, imagine the people who just don't watch true crime or the news or something. Surely they would know. You know what I mean? And they've got notification systems. They've been doing reverse 911 calls and informing everyone in the area to keep a lookout, which is helping. There's been a lot of sightings, and it's because of locals keeping their eyes peeled. And they're like, I see him in the woods. So first, you can see at the top there, prison escape was August 31st at 8:50 a.m. And then there was a sighting at Ballantree Lane on September 1st at 11:45 p.m. Then on Lenape on security cam on September 2nd at 1:44. So the reason I'm showing you this, and we've done a deep dive on this on those live streams, is so that you can see just how he's been navigating around in this area. Then in the time where in that little circle, you can see that's where the tactical force was, the special CERT team, right? Special emergency response team. They were there, night vision goggles, no fireworks on Labor Day and all of that. Okay. This guy was actually here in Longwood Gardens near this Kendall Drive area on deer cam, and he was actually initially heading north and then turned around and headed south. So he was spotted heading north at 8:21 p.m. and then southward again at 9:30 p.m. And then yesterday, which would be on September 5th of 2023, he was spotted at 6:30 p.m. near that Creek Road area. First near Chandler Road and then near that Creek Road area. And that starts getting tricky because there's railway lines there. There could be underground tunnels there. There's a whole underground tunnel system in this area from what locals are sharing with me. So now they're also focusing their search there. And they still think he wants to move south. But the fact that he went south and then headed eastward like this and then northward again tells me he could also be heading north towards where his sister and whoever he knows from where he's from stay. He's actually from Brazil. He's an illegal immigrant. This we know. But he's got a lot of contacts there in Phoenixville and the King of Prussia area. So yes, this is, I'm just giving a preview of what we've been looking at. We've been looking at so many things in all these presentations. So I hope that you will go see all of this, as you can see what advantages does he have now? What are his disadvantages? What we don't know? All this stuff we've gone over at length. Okay, so go and check it out. It's an example of the terrain as well. I'm sure you would enjoy some of those discussions that we've had as a community. Even if live streams are not really for you, I try to keep it as clutter-free as possible and just discuss things and share info as much as possible. So yes, please continue to share the flyer and his face and everything so that people can keep a lookout for him. So yes, go back and watch the video again and again if you can. I'm actually going to loop it now at the end. Okay, I'll loop it a few times so that you can watch it a few times. And let me know in the comments below what you see, what you think. I think it's quite amazing that his hands aren't all cut from getting out the barbed wire, which I think whatever there is at the back of his pants, he probably put on his arms once he was up there. Don't you think? That's what I'm thinking he did. So yeah, we shall see when they catch him. That's all we want to know, is when are they going to catch this guy. So let's look at his arms here. The one, somebody said it looks like his one hand is a little bit bandaged. I'm not sure if it's just the light or if it actually is. I don't know. It looks like he's scratching himself a little bit there, which makes sense with all the mosquitoes and how hot and humid it's been. But yeah, this would be, the police confirmed this was him. It looks like his belly is quite full as well. He ate a little something. So yeah, he's extremely dangerous. Do not approach him if you see him. Call 911 immediately. I've put all the numbers below as well. He's very dangerous. So even if the police are like, just take ordinary safety precautions, it's fine. Like, don't worry about it. Like, worry. Like, I don't mean panic, but he's very dangerous. One cannot be in denial how dangerous this guy is. If he kills one more person, he's a serial killer. So there's that, according to the FBI. And the way that he killed his former girlfriend is absolutely brutal in front of her children. Can you imagine how scared her children are right now? And Deborah's family. They deserve justice. They better catch this guy. I'll be covering all the updates as it happens. We have been listening all day. That's what we generally, many of us here in this community, we're listening to the police scanners. We are looking at all the updates on social media, following all the streams, boots on the ground, everything we possibly can. And I really just hope they catch him soon. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to loop the video now, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe.